evening, folks. Hey, this is Wesley Virgin here. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Millionaire Midnight Rant, where I go live every single night around 12 o'clock here to give you the opportunity to pick my brain, to ask me questions about success, wealth, about how to manifest your dreams. Everything here is free. No need to pull out your pocketbooks. I'm here to give genuine information about what it takes to make money, to manifest your dreams, and all those things that you desire to have here. So welcome to the rant, ladies and gentlemen here. How's everybody doing? And tonight we're going to do a by request. Woo! That felt good. By request, you guys want me to do a Q&A session here tonight. Ask your favorite millionaire anything here, okay? And let me ask you guys a question here, guys and gals here. How many of you prefer me to have a topic, or you prefer that I give you the opportunity to post your questions below here? I'm just curious here, okay? Let's do a poll here. How many of you would rather me have a topic before I go live, or you would rather post your questions below, okay, or go live with me so I can answer your questions that you may have about your company, your business, or your life? How about Mike? Can you guys hear me? I prefer you to have a topic. Somebody said a mix. Okay. Question in live, but must be a mix, of course. Yeah, okay. Just, hey, listen. Hey, listen to me. I'm here to serve you. That's the reason why I asked you the question, because it's important for me to serve you, right? I'm here to be a humble servant. Yes, I'm rich. Yes, I'm wealthy. Yes, I'm doing very well in life. But I'm here to serve you. So I want to make sure that your needs have been met. Okay? And I'm serving you properly here. So let's go ahead and get started here. We'll go ahead and comment your names here below. And listen, if you're brand new to the rant, my name is Wesley Virgin here. I'm a black young man from Houston, Texas, and I became a self-made millionaire in my early 30s. And now I am living a fantastic life. And it's not just because I'm rich, it's because I get the opportunity to make a contribution to the world by doing this, by talking to you, being very upfront with you, very direct with you. This is a rant. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm going to keep it real deal, holy feel on these rants here. So if you're looking for somebody to pacify you or to just give you false hopes and dreams, this is not the rant. Go to sleep and get ready to go to work tomorrow, right? I'm here to give it to you straight. I am here to give you hope and to help you expect better things to take place in your life. But if you're screwing around, if you're being lazy, if you expect something for nothing, then this is not the place to be. I will embarrass you. I will more than likely hurt your feelings as well, out of love, of course. So we're here to get better, and we're here to make progress. We're here to be successful. We're here to be happier people. And we're here to realize that we can create our world. Is that cool? Hey, Faith, how are you? Is this going to be a show I like the long ones? Well, it depends how long you guys want. Hey, Ollie, James. Let me ask you guys another question. How many of you like the long lives, and how many of you like the short lives? So come with the word long if you want a long life, and that's an hour plus, or a short life, which can be under 30 minutes, under 20 minutes here. So you let me know. Let me know if you want it shorter or longer. I'm here to serve you, okay? All right, somebody said they want long lives here. Long, I got another long here. Long, okay. Okay. Well, hey, I apologize. Last night it was a shorter life because I had a headache, but now I'm feeling absolutely outstanding. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I went to the hood yesterday, and I had myself a burger from this little hut. Little side street burger places in the ghetto or in the hood. I had to get one. I had to. And I did pay the price, but it was good. It was delicious. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started here. Hey, Michaela, how are you? And thank you always for sharing this out. Thank all of you for definitely helping me to share these rants around the world. I've been doing it for a while, and so many people are joining, and some of you are sharing this and tagging people below, so I do appreciate that. So thank you from the top of my heart. I do appreciate that, and I will continue to do this and help you. I've had several people just from the rant alone do very phenomenal things in their life, so my expectation is that phenomenal things will take place in your life as well, so continue to listen here. Louisiana, Monroe, how are you? All right, questions for me. Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's get rich. High energy, high income. Raise the vibration, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. High energy. Remember something about high energy. High income individuals, they tend to have high energy. Okay, put a smile on your face. Get up. Stand up. Put out a sheet of paper. Write this stuff down. Take notes. Okay. So don't forget that. Let's go. Questions for me here. Who's first? What's next here? All right. Questions for me. Talk to me. And folks, I want you to open up. Some of you have been on these lives for a very long time. Open up. Sometimes you have to go deep within yourself to discover your greatness. I had to do it. I'll never forget at the age of 29, I had to go deep within myself and ask myself some of the tough questions in life. I had to ask myself, Wesley, are you really doing what it takes to become rich? I said, Wesley, is your behavior, your activities, your habits all aligned with the success that you want? And the question was, no, it wasn't. And I get it. Like some of you have been trying for several years to be wealthy and rich and make your business work and find opportunities, but you have to look within yourself deeper. And the tough part is to be honest with yourself. Everybody wants to be successful. Everybody wants to do but you have to be honest with yourself. That's the toughest part of having a breakthrough, because if we're honest with ourselves, most of us, we know that we're not doing what it takes to become rich or wealthy. We know that we're not consistent. We know that we're making excuses. We know we are bullshitting. Oh, I forgot this. But listen, let me tell you something. To be wealthy, you can't forget. You can't forget to do the thing that's necessary to become wealthy. To become wealthy, you can't make no excuse. You can't make no excuses. Like zero. The people that cross over, they don't make no excuses. Nothing. Okay? They just don't. So I really want you to understand that. All right, question. How do you pivot when it's time to do new things? Like I need to pivot my content because I feel I'm getting too old to make videos on people's families. Well, I mean, it's up to you, man. You have to make a decision if you want to pivot. But I would tell you this, James, you need to do something that you know that you can make money with. How do you know that? Well, you have to find somebody else that's making money in the industry that you want to be a part of. And now you have to start to run your company like a business, not like a hobby. Many of you are running your companies like it's a hobby. Your YouTubers, TikTokers. I know TikTokers and YouTubers, they have a large following. They don't even know what to do with the following. They don't know what to do because they don't know how to create a business. Being a content creator does not qualify you as a person that can run a business, by the way. Okay? You still have to learn how to run a company. And I think a lot of you don't think about that as far as influencers. You want to have a bunch of followers. You want to get verified, but you don't know how to run a business. You have to learn how to do that. Okay? Questions here. questions here. I want to know, how long did it take you to be wealthy? About 8 to 9 years, if I'm being honest with you. I work for the post office. I'm doing great, Wesley. Awesome. Wes, I have a question. What is it, Luis? Or Luis? Should I stop YouTube and start a business? It's up to you, man. I'm not going to tell you what you should do, James. Remember something, at the end of the day, it's your life, okay? Like, it wouldn't be fair for me to tell everybody on this rant what you should do with your life. I can, but I don't think that's fair to you because it's your life. What I would suggest, James, and many of you that are confused about what you should do to make money, I would first, personally, if I was like you, I would think about the life I want to create first. Like, how do I want to live? I've spoken about this several times. You can't build a house until you build a foundation first. You got to dig up the foundation. The bigger the foundation, the bigger the house. Which means is, if you don't know exactly what you want or even why you want it, then the house or the life that you want to build, it'll never take place. And if you do happen to build it, it won't sustain. So, spend a couple of months thinking about how you want to live your life. Spend a couple of months thinking about how you want to create the life that you want to live. Okay? How can I make a course for freelancing? I feel like I don't understand fully what I'm doing in my freelancing career, but I want to make a course for freelancing. Yeah, easy. So if you're a freelancer like on Fiverr, Upwork, Guru.com, all these different websites that give the opportunity to freelance, if you want to create a course, I would suggest to put the course on ClickBank or Digistore, right? Just put the course on ClickBank or Digistore. If you already have a following, then you can sell your course to your following, right? And you can use ClickBank or Digistore because they already have a merchant processor, which is the company that processes the credit cards for you. So you don't have to use Stripe or PayPal if you don't want to use that. But like I said, create a course, man. Create a course and do a webinar selling your course. What's next? Thank you, Jawan. Does that make sense? Joshua Wayne? Okay. What's the next here? What's the best and easiest way to make millions of dollars? Well, there's no best and easiest way, James. No, it doesn't exist. As a matter of fact, if you keep asking me questions like that, I'm going to block you. I'm going to remove you from this live, and I'm going to block you for life, okay? Listen, folks, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't ask me questions like, what's the best and easiest way to make $1 million? What's the fastest way? Don't ask me that bullshit, because you're the type of person that's going to be broke, poor, and average for the rest of your life because of your mindset. You have to shift your mindset of thinking that it's going to be easy, or is there an easy way to make money, okay? It's not. The only people that have easy, simple, fastest ways to make money are the people who are already making money. For me, it's easy to make money because I've already made the money. Make sense? Many of you have not made major money yet. So you're going to have to go through the struggle. And the struggle is just your emotional struggle. It's not like the techniques or the methods are difficult. It's just your emotions. You have to learn how to regulate your emotions on how you feel when you're going through the process of wealth. Does that make sense? That's the biggest problem for a lot of you. It's just your inability to manage your emotional intelligence and to imagine how you feel while you're going through this process. You get discouraged, you get tired. I want to change. This is too hard. Well, okay, you have to manage your emotions. It's called state management. If you cannot manage your state, you'll never be rich, you'll never be wealthy, you'll never make millions of dollars. Okay? What's the next here? Let me see next. So I don't want to hear about this fastest bullshit anymore, okay? I'm telling you, if you do that, if anybody does, I'm going to block you. I will block you. And you'll never follow me for the rest of your life here. Questions for me, talk to me. Watch your video on cryptocurrency. Do you still think it's worth doing? I honestly, right now, I'm not in cryptocurrency. I would say this: if you're going to do it, make sure you educate yourself, okay? But personally, I'm not. It was just a gamble, honestly, you know. Where should I post my videos remodeling my 3 homes in Hawaii? I start the process on my first property. I cleared 1 acre of trees, and now I must put a tiny house on it. Where should you post your videos? YouTube, TikTok. Sorry, I just don't know what direction to go. I have so many opportunities in front of me. I don't know how to choose one. Choose one. Just choose one. That's it. Choose one of the opportunities. It's not that you don't know how to choose an opportunity. You're just afraid. Just choose one, man. You're young. Just choose one and move forward. Leaders are decisive. If you're an indecisive person, you'll never be wealthy. As a matter of fact, if you're an indecisive man, women would never respect you, and you would never get the type of woman you want. Women like decisive men. So James, stop being indecisive and make a freaking decision. All right, what's next? Hey, Michaela, how are you? Hey, Kevin, what's going on? What method did or do you practice to gain self-love and self-confidence? What method you did? Yeah, what I did personally is to get self-love and self-confidence, I would just talk to myself. And it's a book that's called Self-Talk by Dr. Sad Meister. You can look it up. Called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I've learned that you can give yourself the same positive reinforcements and compliments and kind words, just like other people giving you those words. You can give them to yourself. So that's what I did. And that's what I still do today. Hey, Britt, okay, USA. Hey, Wes, I took my son to the Porsche because I wanted him and I to feel wealthy. I had to keep convincing myself to stay and feel comfortable. I was the only black mom in the building. I love it, Britt. Britt, listen to me. Do it again. Okay, do it again. Repetition is the mother of skill. Do it again. Trust me. Do it again. That's awesome. I love to see that. I love to see moms taking their sons to see their dream cars as well. Aboriginal. Okay, I got you. Real question. When you were broke, did you feel sad or down? Or was you always upbeat, positive, a happy person? Let me see. When I was broke, was I sad and down? I can't say I was down, honestly. I can't say I was frustrated because I wasn't achieving my results. But I can't say I was sad, guys. I mean, no. Never. I mean, not about becoming successful. I wasn't sad and down. I was not the type of man, nor the type of person to berate myself or, self-deprecate and say, oh my God, Wesley, you're an asshole. You can't never figure out. Come on. I mean, honestly, I had too much arrogancy, too much confidence, too much cockiness. And there was a time that I didn't have confidence in certain, I was confident in certain areas of life. And some other areas I was not confident in. But I would never beat myself up. That was just, I don't know. Why would I do that? I would never beat myself up, ever. So, not sad, frustrated for sure. Okay, what's next? All right, I sent you the text affirmation on the paper. Okay. West, today is a big day for me. Okay, I'm happy for you. I'm moving from Romania to Spain, taking action to manifest my dreams and goals. Let's go! I'm happy for you. Absolutely. Do it. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Questions for me. Talk to me. Hey, Giovanni, how are you? Homie was never broke. I'm gonna have to block that guy in a second. Hey Anna, how are you? Listen, let me share something with you. If you jump on my rant, talking that bullshit, being extra pessimistic and negative, you done. I'm gonna block you. So have your fun now, but I'm about to block you. So listen, this is a positive environment here. Okay. Can everybody come at the word positive vibes only? That's it. Positive vibes only. Okay. If you're bringing in that negative attention, you gone. I'm blocking. I'm kicking you out. Just kick one out right now. I'm doing diamond push-ups while I listen to your rec. I love it. 5, no pick. What? Can you explain about the pineal gland and third eye? The key to manifest? Yeah, the third eye is really not an eye itself. Just think about the third eye as just intuition. It's like you're able to see. You're able to see things and understand things that most people just can't understand. It's just like a woman. A woman always knows when a man's cheating. They're just doing something's wrong. It's just the intuition. That's all what it is. I'm waiting for you in Ibiza. Okay. All right. Don't worry. I'll be there. Wes, I want to be a millionaire. Why, Kevin? Tell me why. Wes, where are you traveling next? Yeah, I'm taking the kids to Paris and Rome in July. What age do you recommend young men to leave their parents' home? 18, 19. Leave, if you can. Kick him out like Uncle Phil did Jazz in the Fresh Prince. Absolutely. He's got to go. In your process of becoming wealthy, how did you deal with the crisis of belief when nothing seems to happen in the outer world? Well, let me tell you this. Can I be honest with you folks? Now, I love you. I'm going to tell you that right now. I love you so, because what I'm about to say is probably going to hurt your feelings here. A lot of you're not, yes. A lot of you say, oh, I'm working, I'm doing this, and, my outer world. So listen, a lot of you are not even committed to becoming wealthy. I mean, you're not. Just be honest. And I'm going to break it down to you. Most of you are still watching TV. Most of you are still chasing girls and chasing guys. Most of you are still going out on a weekend, hanging out, drinking, smoking, vaping, doing all that bullshit. Most of you spend time on TikTok, Instagram, on your phone all day doing nothing. Most of you have not took a leap of faith and left your job and just chased your dreams. Most of you have not even read a book this month. Most of you have not even listened to self-development every single day of your life. Most of you are not listening to the radio. You listen to music, right? All the time. I mean, what are you talking about? Most of you have not even cut off your stupid, dumb, silly friends that are broke just like you. They drive the same car just like you, same house, same apartment. And you're talking about, oh, my outer world hasn't changed yet, Wes. Because you haven't did the fucking work yet. You haven't did the work. That's why. This deal is 100% deal. You want to make money? You want to make a ton of it? You got to be committed 100%, no days off. Most of you sleeping all day. Sleeping all day, sleeping all night, sleeping on the weekend. What are you talking about? That's why your outer world has not changed. Because you haven't committed to the process yet. Most of you get tired. Oh, I'm so tired. Well, I've been trying and I'm exhausted. I've been trying to do this for years and I'm so tired. All right, quit then. You're tired because you're complaining about how tired you are. I can imagine how tired you are because you're complaining about it. You ever met a person that's always complaining about how exhausted they are? I'm so tired. I'm so overwhelmed. Shut up and get to work. You're wasting energy. Okay? So don't talk to me about how your outer world has not transformed yet, and you haven't seen any manifestations. You haven't seen your life change because you're not committed yet. Listen, to go to the NBA is very difficult to go to the NBA. You have some people out there, some boys and girls out there that are working their ass off to make it to the NBA, and they still haven't made it. You got people that are committed. Listen, you have men and boys that are committed to going to the NBA, and they still didn't make it. And they good. And you're not even committed. Okay? You just say you committed. But if there was a magnifying glass on your life, if I had a camera on your life, and I would look at your life for the next 6 months or the last 6 months, if I saw everything that you did, who you were talking to, what you were listening to, and what you were reading, I promise you, you're not on track. But many of you, you won't admit that. Many of you are going to continue to lie to yourself and say, you know, I'm putting in the work. I'm doing what it takes. No, you're not. You're not. Some of you are like, I'm tired of being broke. You're not tired enough. Okay? You're just not. And folks, listen, I say this out of love. You know, everything that I'm sharing here, I'm sharing like I'm talking to you like you're my daughter, like you're my son. Okay? Because I care about you. You know how daddy is sometimes. He got to raise his voice. Because I know you have the potential. Everybody has the potential. The potential that exists in everyone. If you believe that God created you, God created everybody to do great things. He didn't create you to be a failure. He did not create you to do nothing. You have the potential. But the potential must be cultivated every day. Even when you're discouraged, even when you want to cry, even when you're pissed off, when you're angry, irritated, when you see nothing happen in your outer world, when you're working your ass off night after night, day after day, sacrificing, risking, investing money, investing time, and nothing is happening. Year after year after year, you still have to be enthusiastic. You still have to have that positive expectancy that something will work in your favor. Make sense? Okay. That's what makes wealthy people or successful people different from the people who are not. It was so many nights that I would second guess myself. And I was like, man, is this going to happen for me? So many nights, you have no clue. I mean, in my 20s, in my later 20s, I mean, I did a lot of stuff to make some money. Put pictures on the wall of vacation spots, cars on the wall, luxurious cars that I wanted to drive one day. I remember going to the bank and taking $100 bills, $100 ones, right? And I would throw them all over my floor. I had no money in my bank account, but I had $100. And I would withdraw that from the bank, and I would take $1 bills, and I would put them all over my house. I remember getting a checkbook, no money in the bank account, but I would write checks to the vehicles I would buy. I would write checks to the furniture I would purchase. I would write checks to the penthouses, the homes I would buy. I would write these checks, and I would put them on my kitchen counter. No furniture in the home. It was time I would put dollar bills in my air mattress, like on top of it, because I was trying to get familiar with money. I was trying to get comfortable with money because I knew I had an issue with money because my parents said that money don't grow on trees. My parents, they didn't have a lot of money. They didn't have any money. So they lacked money. So what I learned about money was jaded. I learned that I had to work hard for money, that money's hard to get. That only the rich people have the money and the poor people don't. So I had to change my distinction in my perspective about money itself. So I had to put it around me. So I need to be able to see it, because I grew up not seeing money. I didn't get an allowance. We didn't have any money when I was growing up. I didn't see any money, right? So I had to put money around me. And listen, still, I want you to imagine to do all that and still believing in yourself. And you invest in money. You're buying books, buying self-development audios, listening to these audios, and still losing money, losing jobs, bad credit, charge-offs, bankruptcies, getting kicked out, evicted from my apartment. Like, imagine going through that as a father, though. Not single, father. Okay? It's a dad. So imagine going through that from year after year after year, but still remaining positive, still traveling and meeting people and shaking hands and communicating my artistry and my thoughts and my business to other people. Imagine doing that. Okay? What I'm sharing with you is that that's necessary. Like, everything that you're going through right now, it is not that you're going through it for nothing. You're going through what you're going through to see how resilient you are, because rich people are resilient. The people that are not resilient, they quit. They give up. They throw in the towel. They make excuses. Because they're not resilient. It was just too much for them. Does that make sense? Only resilient people become wealthy. Only resilient people have major breakthroughs in their life. That's it. So you have to make a decision. Are you willing to be resilient? Are you going to throw in the towel like everybody? All the other losers. Losers, they throw in the towel. They quit. They give up. Those are losers to me. Yeah, I say a loser. They are. People that give up on their dreams are losers. And I don't want to be around a loser. Because the loser mentality is infectious. And I don't want that rubbing off on me. Okay? What's next? Does the fake it until you make it thought process really work in your opinion? Absolutely. Listen, if you need to fake as if you have money, and when I say fake it, I don't mean go out there and spend money that you don't have. I mean, act like you want to act like the person that you want to be. I want everybody to come to the word act as if. I've talked about this many times before on my podcast. Act as if. Like, act as if you're rich. Act as if you are the person that you want to be. You're not confident. Act as if you are. Just act like it. Many of you are great actors. Some of you at your job, you act like you're excited about working for the person that you're working for. You know you don't like it. Right? Many of you act a certain way in front of your friends. You know, your friends, girls, women, when they get around each other, oh my God, I like your job, oh my God, I like your job. And they know under their breath, they're like, ooh, that's just terrible. Right? You're just acting. You're acting like you're excited. You're acting like you're glad to see somebody. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. You're lying. You're not glad to see these people. So you're already acting anyway. So you might as well act like the person that you want to be. Act like you're positive. You might say, well, I'm just not a positive. Well, act like it. Well, I'm just a procrastinator. Well, act like you're not a procrastinator. Does that make sense? Just act like it. Because many of you, what you don't realize, you're playing a role. Like, everybody's playing a role in life. No one's 100% their actual selves. They're just not. You get up in the morning, you talk to people. People ask you, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. But you're not. You're not even doing okay. You're doing terrible. But you can't tell people that. You can't tell people that you're stressed out and doing terrible. Right? You got to lie to them. Oh, I'm doing great. Oh, I'm doing okay. Well, it's getting better. Lying. You're acting. You're playing a role. What I'm saying is, if you're going to play a role and if you're going to act anyway, act like life is great. Just act like it. Act like life is perfect. Someone asks you, hey, how are you doing today? I'm doing absolutely perfect. How's everything go? Everything is going absolutely well. Couldn't be better. And it probably will get better tomorrow morning. Just act like it. Act like your life is on track. Hey, is everything on track with your business? Absolutely. It is on track. Not making a dime, but it is on track. As a matter of fact, I think tomorrow we're going to have a huge breakthrough in the business. So I'm excited about it. Just act like it. That's what I did. And the more I act like it, it just became that way. Listen, how do you think I became Wesley Billion-Dollar Virgin? Wesley Million-Dollar Virgin? How do you think I became King West? One day I just start acting like a king. I start acting royale. Make sense? It was just a character I created. And now I've embodied the character that I've created that started as a picture in my mind. Okay? Act as if, folks. What's next? I'm a great actor. Okay. I love it. Let's practice for a second. I'm going to ask you guys a question here, and I want you to comment below and answer me. Hey, how are you guys doing this evening? Comment below. How's everybody doing this evening? Comment below. Let me know in the comments below, please. How are you doing? How are you feeling this evening? Comment below here. Let's do some role play. We need to practice. Okay? Somebody said I'm doing better. I'm great. Exactly. I'm fabulous. Exactly. Now, how does it feel to be doing great? How does it feel to be doing fabulous? Okay? How does it feel? Look at that. Michaela said absolutely amazing. V says absolutely perfect. Absolutely amazing. Okay, exactly. Now, how hard was that, sunshine? My guy, how hard was that? To say, you know what, I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely wonderful. How do you think life, it's so funny when people ask me, well, Wesley, how do I change my life? How do I get a better life, Wes? How do I get it better? I want it better. You got to start speaking better. You have to start thinking that it is better now. All creation comes from mind. That's a Hermetic law. All is mind, which means everything that is to be and everything that will be comes from the mind. Okay? That's it. You don't need more money or more mentorship. You need to start speaking better. Speak what you want. Feel good. Find a reason to feel good. Okay? Questions here. Are you getting value here tonight, folks? I got goosebumps. Questions here. I have a question, Wes. What is it? What's your question, folks? Comment your question again if you don't mind here. Okay? I've capitulated to be fabulous. I love it. Tamara, I love that. I love that. Okay. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Questions here. I've created hair loss products, which I want to sell. How do I go about legal aspects of selling? I mean, what legal aspects are you referring to? There's nothing legal that you need to deal with at this point. What's next? Questions here. Talk to me. How do you find your destiny? You have to create it. Okay, spend some time with yourself. Write it down on a sheet of paper. Write down, James, how do you want to live your life? And begin to write. How many affirmations do you write on paper? Me personally, I don't write affirmations on paper any longer. When I was broke, I did, but now I just write everything on my phone. but I would suggest you write it on paper for sure. Where can I find the Millionaire Academy course and what's the price? If you have access to the Genius script, you'll see it in there. It's $500. Wes, do you do one-on-one sessions? Yeah, but it's $50,000 minimum. I think I'm sorry, it's $75,000 now. I'm a busy man. I'm a sought-out individual as well. So, yeah, I'm expensive. To me, I think that's a discount. $75,000 for an hour of my time. Come on. I'm less expensive than Drake. Drake is $1 million, and he doesn't even give you any mentorship. He just sings a song for you. Come on, I'm cheap. What's next? What's the next supercar? Maybe a Ferrari. Or maybe a Porsche. I don't know. What's your effective strategy to buy my first home? What's an effective strategy first year? For years, I hear you say real estate is the way to build wealth. Yeah. I would say get yourself a real estate agent, and, it depends on your price range. Find your home to rent out. Like, honestly, when you start making money, you should buy real estate immediately, because you want residual income coming in. Because when you make money in your company or your business, but it may be times that you're not making as much money as you made before, so you want to have some type of steady residual income coming in. And real estate, to me, is just the best investment ever for your cash. It's better to put your cash in real estate than just to let it sit in the bank. Fadadi, the Genius script changed my life. Thank you so much. Is $500 discounted? Absolutely. And if you can't afford $500, don't get it. Don't buy it at all. Wait till next year. What's next? Should I sell my 3 houses in Hawaii after I remodel it? It's up to you, princess. It's up to you. I mean, I would rent it so I can have residual income per month, personally. Okay. Questions for me? Talk to me. I have to leave California soon. Okay. Leave. Adios. Questions for me, folks? Talk to me. Give you some waves here. Stephanie Vasquez, 0. How are you? Cindy just joined. Questions for me, folks? Just curious, can someone become a millionaire without any online presence? Absolutely. There's many millionaires that don't have online presence. What's next? Who wants to go live? Ladies first, of course. And if you want to go live, your camera must be on. I need to be able to see you. But if you want to go live, let me know. But ladies first, of course. You've been a good bunch tonight here, so. Wes, I've been doing Genius for 7 weeks, and I haven't had any money manifestations. Keep doing it. Repetition's the mother of skill, man. Keep doing it. Wes, who is the best personal development coach? Wesley Virgin, he's the best. Thank you, Mr. DL. I appreciate you. He says that, speaking for everyone here, I really appreciate what you're doing here for us. Absolutely. It's my purpose. It's my destiny. I was asking about a technique Napoleon Hill left out. Do you know anything knowledge about it that he left out? I don't think he left out anything in the book. I think that's just somebody that's trying to sell you on something. Wes, do you know any good cryptocurrency platforms? No, not at all. Might have then, absolutely. Promote it. We just launched. What's next here, folks? Questions? Questions here, folks? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm gonna go to bed and sleep like a baby. You know what? You want to hear my dark side for a second? You want to hear my dark side? I would love to have a lovely, beautiful, gorgeous, petite, thick young lady next to me right now. That'd be nice. All right, I'm back. What's the next, folks? That was my dark side, folks. But right now I'm working, Avi. I just don't have time. All right, do we have anybody that want to go live here? How did you create your first VSL? So I wrote the copy for it, and I just hired somebody on Fiverr.com, to be honest with you. And they created a VSL for me. You ladies just had a late reaction on that, on the dark side of Wesley Virgin. Is it important to read books? Absolutely. Bro, if you're rich, is it true you can get any girl you want and anything? Well, it's not just about the money, right? And a lot of men, their confidence is within their money. But we'll just say this: if you make a ton of money, you definitely have options, man. And I don't know any woman that wants to struggle. So if she had a choice, if she had a choice to choose the poor man or the rich man, well, I think we know the answer to that. Hey, Shay Davis, how are you? Hey, Valentina, how are you? Questions here, folks. Listen, you can ask me anything. Hey, Tiffany, how are you? You can ask me anything. I mean, absolutely anything, and I will answer it for you. About any topic, anything. Anything. Pick my brain. Anything. Okay? You're very welcome, Britt. Great night to you as well. You guys asked for a longer rant, but yet you're not asking questions here. So I guess that means that it's time for me to log out here, okay? Trying to give you guys an opportunity to have a conversation with me, but what was your first big move to get you going? Quitting my job. How do I calculate the rent for the home? Well, usually the home that you're selling, you get 1% of it as far as the rent. So, but just get yourself a real estate agent, Diane. Where do I start? First, you need to figure out what you want first. How much you buy your BMW 8 for? $130,000. Hey, Hannah, how are you? What's up, Sheetal? How are you? To hear your voice is okay for us, okay. What is the script? This is my first time listening to you. Yeah, just go to my bio and download it, and you'll hear it. When did you realize you wanted to become rich? At the age of, I think it was 19, 20? And it took me a while. I'll be honest with you. It took me a while. Would you ever live in a mansion? Maybe when I'm 55 or 60. Because I think, honestly, I will have 1 or 2 babies before I turn 50. I will have a baby. Trust me, you're going to see it happen. Okay. Some woman out there will have my child. 100%. Before I turn 50. At least 1 or 2. Because I want to have four girls before, before I die, obviously. But I will have a child in the next 8 to 9 years. Okay. And then I will, I guess, get a home. What is your thought behind your big move? What big move are you referring to? How many hours do you sleep do you get? No, I mean like 4 to 5 hours. I don't need a lot of sleep, honestly. How the law of attraction work? Like attracts like, man. Anything that you feel, like if you feel good, you typically are going to attract good things in your life. Okay? The law of attraction, just you attract who you are as an individual. So whoever you are is what you're going to attract in your life. Okay? You made $1 million in real estate? No. Digital marketing. Questions here. 76 million people in here tonight. Awesome. But the kid would have a dad in his 70s when he's a teenager. Of course. But I'm still going to look young and fabulous, obviously. I don't plan on aging. I'm not going to age. You guys not seen the picture that I posted with my children online on Father's Day? Hello. I look like a kid. I look too young. I mean, it's insane, right? It's like I'm reversing the aging process over here. So if I'm 70, I'm going to look 40. What's next? Do you drink celery juice straight or do you mix it? No, I drink it straight. And listen, that's my secret to my longevity right now. Celery juice and carrot juice every morning, like every day. So throughout my day, I'm drinking celery juice and carrot juice. Okay. Like even tonight, I'm going to drink it and I'm going to have a protein shake before I go to bed. With celery juice, straight, by the way. Just water and celery juice. Water, blend it. I have a juicer. That's it. What exactly do you do to get to your first million? So I created a digital marketing. I created a digital offer. Which the toughest book you read? The toughest book? What do you mean about the toughest book? I don't understand that question. All right. Isabella, how are you? Do you use IV, vitamin C, magnesium? Probably not. Hey there, how are you? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? I can't see you.
Just give me a minute. I'm doing great. How are you? Just give me a minute.
All right. Oh, there you go. Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Perfect.
Oh, I can't believe I actually got through you.
Yes, sir. Where you calling from?
Yeah, I've been following your work for about 4 years now. I've done a couple of courses. I've taken some of your um, blueprint audio files.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
yeah,
Awesome. Where you calling from?
I'm calling you from India.
India. I love India. Very nice place. All right. Well, how can I help?
Wow. I wasn't prepared for this, but let's go.
Let's do
So
it.
let's do it. So I'm a self-made, I mean, God's grace, I'm a self-made person. I started business from a very young age. From about 17, I started getting into sales. So I run a couple of businesses myself. Now I've come to a point where I think I have saturated, um, in the sense I have a great team. I'm really grateful that I have a wonderful, wonderful team with me, and they're taking most of my work. I feel like I'm ready to expand. I'm ready to learn something new. I'm ready to outgrow my environment. And I feel like I need someone to direct me, someone to coach me, and someone to be able to help me navigate what are my next moves.
Okay, so what are you currently doing?
I run a couple of businesses. One of them is an event management company. I also have a farm where I ethically breed dogs and birds.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I'm also into an affiliate marketing with Kangen Energic Water.
Okay.
Kangen Water. Yeah, so I really look forward to learning something from you because I think you have mastered, of course, you've mastered a lot of things, but something that really inspires me is that you have mastered the art of automating things and having the a freedom of time and freedom of money both in a very balanced way.
Right, right, right. Well, I mean, my question to you is, so what do you want to do next?
I,
Like, I know you asked me, like, what's your next move? But my question to you is, like, what do you want to do? What do you see? What is the vision for your individual life?
I would like to get into what you were doing, the internet, the digital marketing. How are you? I want to know how is it that I can learn to make money online?
Okay, so it's two ways to make money online. You're either going to create an offer or you're going to promote an offer. So you
Right.
first have to decide, okay, do I want to create a digital product online or do I want to promote one? Now, you did say
Yeah.
that you're running a couple of businesses right now, and I'm pretty sure they're doing well.
Uh-huh.
So that can be intellectual property. You can actually sell that, which means is you can teach people how to run your business online. It could be a course that you create to teach people how to do an event planning business, teach
Mm.
people how to do a breeder, dog breed, or bird breeder
Yeah.
business. Like
Yeah.
what you know, what you're expert in, with your conventional companies, you can
Yeah.
actually transmute that into an online course and sell it online.
Wow. Right. This has been coming to my mind. I'm so happy that this is coming from someone like you. It's adding so much conviction to my thoughts. Now I see
Yeah.
that especially the pet industry is a very untapped market, and a lot of, especially in India, there are a lot of people who have pets, but they don't have information about how to take care of them, how to make the right choice of breeds, and there's nobody talking about it. The breeders that I know around me, they're not knowledgeable enough. They do not know how to ethically raise dogs. What is the kind of nutrition that goes into raising a healthy dog? None of that is put out there,
Mm.
and that's an untapped market.
So that means that you should go and tap it.
Right.
Do it, man. If
So,
it doesn't exist, be the first.
yeah. Yeah. So are you saying like I should create a funnel system and then host a free webinar and give out some valuable information for free first? Once I start building some kind of credibility, then I should start putting out courses.
Well, I mean, what I would do is I would create the course, right? Whatever the course is going to be about breeding dogs or breeding birds, right? And then,
Hmm.
because how are you going to pitch it? Because it's a couple of ways you can do it, right? You can teach the individual consumer on how to take care of their own dog, I guess, right? Or you
Right.
can help people start a business to breed dogs and birds, right?
Mm.
So I would create the course for it, then I would create a TikTok page and Instagram page, and I would start giving out free content every day. Every day. Short videos,
Right.
2 minute, 5 minute videos, talking about the different aspects of how to breed, what to look out
Mm.
for, the mistakes, right?
Mm.
And then at the end of every video, I would do a call to action and say, hey, if you want to know more, got a course, click here and check it out. I'll show you how to get your business up in 20 to 30 days, get you up to 4 to 5 figures per month.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, because it is
That's what
a
I
very
would.
lucrative business. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course. It's just you got to believe in yourself. That I mean, if the market is there, right? You
Yeah.
know the market is there, but now you need to believe in yourself to go execute it.
Right.
Make sense?
Got it.
Yeah, man. I would.
Do you think I have to hire an outsourced digital marketing company for this, or do you think I'll be able to do this myself?
Oh man, you can do most of your stuff. Like create the webinar. I mean, you know how to do a
Mm.
webinar, correct?
I haven't done one, but I can figure it out.
I mean, it's so easy, right? You just a software by the name of Loom.com. Like everybody uses Loom. Loom gives you the
Long.
opportunity to record
Yeah. Yeah.
yourself and record your screen, and you just record it, right? One time,
Right.
but you record it as if you have people watching you, and then you
Yeah.
take that video and you put
Mhm.
it in what is called everwebinar.com,
Right.
what gives you it's a software that gives you the opportunity to schedule out webinars. So that one webinar you do, it
Mm-hmm.
can run forever. So you do it one
Yeah.
time. And then the ever webinar is the automated webinar that it just runs all day long. And you just run traffic
Mm-hmm.
to it, run traffic to it, run traffic to it. And everybody goes to the webinar, and some people buy, some people don't. Some people go to the AR series, the email series, and it becomes an automated business.
So I'm just trying to understand now. Let's say I'm going to follow the method that you gave
Yeah,
me, like starting to put out short reels on Instagram and
mm,
TikTok. I mean, there's no TikTok in India, but I can make some YouTube reels, YouTube short reels.
absolutely.
Um, so the first webinar, uh, do you think I should be nominally pricing it, or do you think I should be, I mean, the first product that I'm trying to sell, the e-product that I'm trying to sell, you think I should try to sell it and then slowly start raising the price, or you think I should stick to one price because it's an untapped market?
No, you can always, so you can always test the price, right? But what I would
Mm,
do, I would find a program that's already kind of comparable to yours. I'm pretty sure it exists. Maybe
mm,
not in India, but I'm sure it exists in America though. So what I would
mm.
do, I will find a. Oh wow, my voice is okay. There we go. I will find a product online that's already selling, that's selling
Hmm.
well, and just model it and just make it for the Indian market.
Right.
Yeah, I could do just model. I'm sure there's a dog breeder program out there, or a bird breeder program. I know it exists on the internet because Americans
Yeah.
love animals, so I know it exists. And all you need to do
Mm,
is just find one that's successful
mhm.
and just model it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you think that is the easy, if I'm asking you a direct question saying what is the easiest and the most stable way for me to be able to make money online? So you're saying doing a webinar and selling an online product is the most diligent
That's
way to do it?
yeah, the reason why I gave you that advice because you already are an expert at something. Some
Yeah.
people they're not experts at anything. So, I'll probably
Mm-hmm.
suggest affiliate marketing for them. But you already
Mm-hmm.
know how to do event planning. You already know how to run a business. So you can sell
Right.
that. You sell that and teach people how to run your type of business and sell it as intellectual property. That's what I did when I did the fitness
Mm.
company. I had a boot camp.
Yeah.
And from the boot camp, we sold people an actual ebook to lose weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same thing when I made
So
money.
the
I made
person is
money
just,
online, then
yeah.
I sold people, and now I teach people how to do it. I created a course to teach them
Mm.
how to make money. Makes sense? So I
Right.
use my expertise and I just convert it into intellectual property.
Got it.
Yeah, man. You got this, man. You got this. Go make it happen.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the time that you gave in here because I understand how valuable time is for you. But I really got some serious feedback here, and I'm just going to go all in now.
There you go. All right, brother. Keep you updated.
Thank you so much.
Much love, brother. Yeah, folks. Yes. Listen, everybody that is on this rant right now, trust me, you are an expert at something. I mean, you are. It's something that you're good at. Okay, maybe you're not making millions of dollars, but you don't need to make millions of dollars to create a product. Even if you're making $2,000 extra a month at your company, your business, do you not understand that that can be intellectual property? That you can take that expertise and put into a course and sell it online? Many of you are sitting on a gold mine right now. Some of you are good with finances. You know, you can sell a program and teach people how to get out of debt. How do I know that works? My brother did it. When I made my million, my brother was trying to figure out what he wanted to do, and he just didn't know what skill or what he would teach people. And I said, Chris, my brother, his name is Chris. I said, Chris, you're really good with money. Like, he knows how to budget his money properly. He's like a penny pincher, right? But he's really good with his finances. And I said, well, you just teach people. He said, well, I don't think people are going to buy that. And they will. Do you know how many people can't manage their finances properly? You know how many people are trying to get out of debt? They will do it. So I gave him the name, the financial strategist. You know, within 2 years, he made $1 million off that. I gave him the same advice I just gave that guy, Sanjeev. The same advice. I said, create a webinar, create the program, and market it. Run Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and he did it. He made $1 million. True story. And you know what's so funny? Then he created a course on how he made $1 million. Everybody does that, by the way. You know, once you make $1 million, obviously you have to sell people the course on how you did it, right? So, questions for me? What was the application that hosts webinars? Ever webinar. Ever webinar, folks. All right, I'll take another live here. Maraka, how are you? What's
Hello.
going on, my man? How are you?
I'm good. And yourself? I'm Shondell, by the way.
Shundell, how you doing? Where you calling from?
I'm in LA.
Oh, okay. All right, talk to me, man. How can I help?
Well, first of all, I'm in your program, so I'm grateful for I was able to learn some things on the Genie script. So I thought that was pretty interesting. It was very, very similar to what I've learned before.
Okay.
So I learned some of the things of your technique while I was in my mid-20s. I'm 38 right now.
Okay.
But I was just curious if you give me more clarity about the part that says, I'm so grateful, when all the other experts, you could say gurus, they're saying, I am so happy and grateful now. Can you just give me a little clarity about that? I was just curious about that.
Yeah, so the reason why we say I'm so grateful, because what it does, it puts you in the present moment. What we try to teach people, just like Bob Proctor and all the other gurus out there, what we're trying to teach people is how to be in the present moment. It's very difficult for people because people typically live in the past or they live in the future, right? They're always thinking about what they want to get, or they're thinking about what they didn't do in the past, or the things that they just shouldn't have done. But what we want to teach you is how to be in the present moment. So that's why in the Genie script, you're repeating this. You're programming and conditioning your mind to be in the present moment of your desires. That you don't need to say, oh, I want this, or I hope this, and one day. No, we want to become the person, right? We want to embody the experience, because even this experience that you think is outside of you is not. The experience is inside of you. The problem is we were not taught that it is. We were always taught that we have to work for something, right? But what we're teaching, or what I'm teaching, is that you got to become it. You got to become it in the present moment, because the mind, which is the fifth dimensional world, when you're able to condition your mind that the experience that you want is inside of you, which is your imagination, by the way, your imagination is just as real as something that's happening outside of you. People can think certain things in their mind and they can be afraid. People can think certain things in their mind, they can be happy. They can think certain things in their mind to be horny, whatever, right? That's the imagination. It's the same experience, right? And your body will produce the same chemicals based off the imagination as it relates to the outside world.
So when you
Right.
continue to say, I'm so grateful now that this is happening,
Mhm.
you're persuading your mind that what you want is actually happening in your inner world, in the world, which is the present, the now.
Right.
Make
Yeah,
sense?
'cause it makes sense because I just put the papers on each wall. I mean, and like I put 3 of them on each wall. It's like I am so grateful now that I earn 5K per day right
Okay.
now, and I says
Okay.
I now manifest 5K a day right now. So is that on the right track? Pretty much.
Oh,
I was,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. You're on the right track. You put it up there. And you have to remember something. Like consciously, that's exactly what you want. And consciously, you're trying to embody that experience. But
Mhm.
unconsciously, you're 38 years old, right? So you spend decades believing a certain way. You have certain beliefs that are going to need to be eliminated. And they only get eliminated through the repetition of introducing something new, right? So that's why in the Genius Script, I tell you guys to go through it over and over again, like honestly, hundreds of times, honestly. Like listen to it just like you listen to your favorite songs
Right.
over and over again, because you have to condition the beliefs unconsciously. Your unconscious mind does not believe that you're going to make $5 a day. Your unconscious mind is saying, well, how are you going to do that? How that's going to happen? You're not even doing it.
Right.
I mean, your unconscious mind would say all types of things to prevent you from believing that. But through the
Mhm.
repetition of listening and putting images around you to remind you that this is happening, then the unconscious eventually it will capitulate, it will surrender to the ideal that you will earn $5,000 a day. And this is when opportunities and something would just pop up and bam, it will put you in a position to be able to potentially earn that amount of money. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense
Yeah.
because there was like certain books and that I read and also this particular one that you was talking about, the conscious competent,
Yeah.
and I learned that from this particular guy. I don't know, you probably heard of him. His name is
Kevin
Kevin
Trudeau?
Trudeau.
Yeah.
Yes, I have his CD
Absolutely.
cassette of Your Wish Is Your Command. But it was a gift from a brother man named Brother Sarah.
Yeah.
So I got that information when I was 32. And then when I got it, that was like mind blowing. And just like the main basis in your teacher was very similar to what he was talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's making more sense now. So it's like a piece of the puzzle. So, but I do see my subconscious is battling of like now I guess in politics I can't mention what I want, but it's saying it can. So it's battling day by day, and it's challenging. I'm not saying hard, but it's challenging. So I always
It
do my
is. It
best
is
to manage.
challenging because you have to think about something. You have 24 hours a day, maybe 6 or 8 of them you're going to sleep, right? So the other like 14, 16, whatever, 18 hours, the question is, what are you doing? And typically, if people go to the Genius Strip, maybe it takes you a couple of minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. But then what are you doing the rest of the hours? But more importantly, what are you thinking about? And then who are you around? What are you listening to? And this is what people don't think about. And this is why I
Right.
talk about the period of disconnection. You literally have to put yourself in this like vortex separating yourself from the world. Because if you only go through the dentistry for 1 hour, say if you even did it 2 hours a day, but you still
Mhm.
got another 10 hours, and what are you doing? Who are you talking to? What are you exposing yourself to? You're being conditioned. And
Right.
most people, what they do is they're still around the same people that allowed them or created the person that they are right now, the behaviors, the actions, the habits. You're around the same people. So it's going to keep reinforcing what you're trying to eliminate, right? So
Right.
people go in this whirlwind. So that's why people, when they get to your wishes, your command, they get all this stuff. But it just doesn't work because they're only taking 1 or 2 hours out of their day to do that. But then they go back being their old self. And you're trying to be the new self. But you go back to what's
Right.
familiar, and that's all your habits, and that's everything you have done before. You got to have a pattern interrupt, and you have to cut off everything that doesn't align with the man that you want to be.
Absolutely. And that's like you was talking about how you need to stop watching TV, all this other
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
And I stay away from the news TV for years. I mean, even I eat organic food as much as I can. It ain't every day, but it's like That's like, yes, I could get good energy, and I drink aquapana water. I just got to drink of that just like 30 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
So, because I understand it all feels like with energy, because I know that the energy will give me something that can let my charisma loose and become the best version of myself. But I knew I had a strong vision of become somebody different. It's like I'm just like trying to find situations how to become that person. And I listen to your audios while I'm at, well, at work, but before I start work, pretty much. So I have my headset on, listen to that your affirmations over and over, and I repeat it out loud outside so I can be locked in. And every time I repeat that, something does happen to me a little bit, but not a lot. So I don't know if my voice is not strong enough vibrating. 'Cause I know when you speak words, a lot of words with a lot, it has a higher vibration. So if you can relate to me on that one, does that happen to you as well, or?
Well, I mean, you're a little bit when you say, well, something happened a little bit, but not a lot. But that's all relative, man. You have to
Mm,
realize that even what you call a little bit, for another person, it's a lot of bit. Does that make sense? Like you may think $10, maybe you manifest $10. You might say, that's not a lot. But somebody in India may
mm,
think that's a blessing. That's a lot of money. They think, oh my God, $10. God is good. So you
right,
see how as people we tend to label things and say, well, that's not so important because we're so entitled. And you can't look at life like that. You have to realize everything that you receive in your life is a blessing. And you need to act like it. You can't be, oh, that's just a little thing, and I ain't nothing amazing. Well, that's a person that's ungrateful. Okay. And you can't say that you're grateful for something and then when you receive something and act ungrateful. Make sense?
it makes sense.
Yeah, see, what you have to learn, and this is what I had to learn as well. I had to realize that everything that would enter my life, I had to be excited and enthusiastic about it. Even when I made my first sale online, I made $7. Man, I was in tears. I was like, man, God is good. I had a breakthrough. I didn't say, oh, that's just $7. I can't pay my rent with this. I can't pay fucking gas. No, I was grateful. I was excited. I was jumping up and down on my air mattress and say, yes, I had a breakthrough, right?
Right.
You got to embody the person that you want to be and realize that everything that manifests in your life is a blessing. It's exciting. Because if you
Mm.
don't put that type of energy to what you call little, listen, you're not going to get the gifts that you want. It's not going to happen for
So it's all about small things. Appreciate the gratitude. Small things makes a huge difference. Just to appreciate, be grateful what you have.
you. Yeah, and I wouldn't
Pretty
even say it's a small thing. I think everything is a great thing. I wouldn't say small or large.
much.
I think anything that you get, I wouldn't define it as a small or large thing.
Oh,
Some people might
okay.
think, yeah, think about it. Some people might think like oxygen. It's a small thing until you don't have it. Some people might think, well, having a leg is a small thing because you don't think about it. But the day that you don't have a finger, I bet you're going to think about it then, right? You're going to be like, oh my
Right.
God, I don't have a finger. Yeah. But we think these things are just, because we don't think about it. We just think it's just normal because we're so entitled. But we only think about the things when we lose them. Then we lose it now is important. Maybe you get
Right.
$10, you don't think it's so important, but you lose $10, somebody steals $10 from you, you're pissed off, right? But
Right. Right.
you're not going to have the same energy when you get to $10. So you have to understand that anything that enters your life, anything that you manifest, even your journey that you're on, you have to learn to be overly excited and just excited that, man, it's happening. Because some people are not getting anything. Some people are not manifesting nothing. Some people are not making any money. Some people are poor. Some people are under the bridge. They're doing nothing. And we forget about that because we're so in tune with ourselves about what's not happening for us. And see, this is the
Right.
biggest lesson you're going to learn when you go through the Genius Gear program. You're going to realize how blessed and profitable and successful that you are right now. You just don't see it because you're too busy looking and envisioning what's not working or what's not working enough. Well, I need more of this. This is not enough. So that's a person that's ungrateful. And that's the reason why I had to put the word grateful in the Genie script because people are typically ungrateful people and they don't even realize it. Somebody they riding the bus. Oh, I need to have a car. Why don't I have a car? Ungrateful. At least you have a bus to ride. Some people can't even get on the bus because they have no money and have to walk. But we don't think about that because we're so in our own experience, in our own head, and we tend to be ungrateful. And ungrateful are the poorest, most average people on the planet. And they don't realize it. If they have just shift their energy from being ungrateful to grateful for everything that is happening in their life on their journey to the person they want to be. Does it make sense?
Makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, we had customers and guests they always love my attitude because of my energy and my vibe. And I told them I appreciate y'all energy. And then especially when the guests when they perform it, because I work at a nightclub and they're artists. It's not like a nightclub party and stuff like it can turn that way, but not like that. That's like on the weekends. But during the week, they always love my energy. And I always tell them like whenever the energy goes, go with the flow. You know how far you can go until you learn to grow. And I said it to them, and they appreciate that a lot. And it's just something I had to learn that because we all need good energy. We all need to learn something from each other because we live in a very negative society. And a lot of people don't understand about good vibes and negative vibes because of a lack of knowledge, what you say. But that's why I begin at when I'm at work, and it does work every time though. So it keeps my spirit up when I deal with people like that. So that's my experience, and then learn from you and learn from Cantrell. It just puts a combination all in one. So I'm in the process of getting better day by day, but I just wanted to ask a few questions. I'm very grateful for that, for your help.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Well, keep me updated. Keep listening to the Genius Script as much as humanly possible, man. It's the key. Keep listening, applying, Just continue to do that. And I promise you're going to see everything that you want, that you desire. You're going to see fractions of those things and opportunities start to flow in your life, my man.
Right. And you said when I meant about the pineal gland, subconsciously I've been hearing that more often as part of it too as well. You know anything knowledge about this? Just curiosity.
So yeah, when people reference the third eye and the pineal gland, that's just like a metaphor for. It's not like you actually have a third eye. It's just your intuition, right? It's just your intuition. That's all what it is. And it's like when you meet a person and you're able to like know what's going on with them before they even talk, or you can tell by somebody's body language if they're feeling a certain way. It's just intuition. That's all that is.
Okay, cool. All right, I got you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, brother. Much love.
Thank you. Much love.
Yeah, folks. It's just you gotta. I have to when I put the script together, okay, and I thought about the word grateful. I was thinking to myself, oh, this is just a powerful word here, and the reason why it's so powerful because most people, you, are ungrateful, but you just don't realize it. Listen, whenever you complain about anything in your life, you're ungrateful. If you complain about money, oh, I don't have enough money, you're ungrateful because somebody has less money than you. When you complain about your house, your apartment, somebody doesn't have a house or an apartment. When you complain about your car, oh, I can't stand my car, it's old, it's this and this. Somebody does not have, they wish they had your car. They wish. They're praying to God they'll get a car like yours. Right? So to complain is to be ungrateful. Because somebody wish they had what you're complaining about. Make sense? So, gratitude is a major key in this process of self-development. Gratitude. Always reminding yourself what you're grateful for. Every morning for the last 15 years, I wake up in gratitude. I just think about what I'm grateful for. Always. I'm always just grateful. I'm just like, oh God, I'm so grateful for my children. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm just grateful for my life, for the money, the cars, the vacation. Just so grateful for the freedom. Okay. I'm always in this mode of gratitude. It just makes me feel good automatically, just because sometimes when you're chasing a dream and a goal so desperately, right? So sedulously, just trying to get this goal to unravel, you forget about everything that you're grateful for. Because sometimes when you're chasing a goal so hard, you just think about it. All you can think about is just achieving the goal. And at the same time, you're thinking about achieving the goal. You think about, well, man, but it's not working. Why I'm not achieving it yet? And you forget about all the little small things that you need to appreciate. Okay? You have to notice that you're changing. Like some of you on this rant here tonight, I know you that you're changing. Some of you have changed your internal conversation, like how you speak to yourself. You've changed that. Some of you have eliminated some people out of your life. Yes. Some of you quit your job. Some of you made your first sale. Some of you moved into a better neighborhood. Some of you just got your brand new car. Some of you, for the first time, you're actually out there visualizing your success. Some of you are meditating for the first time ever. You meditated. I mean, this is progress. This is measurable progress. Don't take it for granted. Don't say that, well, just a little. Well, I manifested a little thing, a little this and a little that. No, don't have that mentality. Don't have that mindset. Be grateful. Be overly grateful for what you think is small, because what you think is small to someone else is large. It's life-changing for them. Okay? Some people, listen, some people, you don't know them, but they wish they were exactly where you are right now. They wish they were in your situation right now. Somebody on this planet. They wish. And you're thinking that your situation is so terrible, so bad, so stressful, you're so frustrated, so irritated, so mad. And somebody is begging to be in your situation. Praying to God for it. Muse over that. Muse on that. This is why I'm grateful, man. And I'm grateful for you. And I'm grateful that you're still here. I'm grateful that you're fighting. I'm grateful that you're persevering. I'm grateful that even though it's 2:00 in the morning here in Houston, Texas, you're still up. I'm grateful that even though you have to work, you're stretching yourself and listening and allowing yourself to have an open mind to this new information. Or maybe it's not new, but you're willing to open your mind to this information that you've heard before, but sometimes that you're realizing that you need to hear it again. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that some of you are very committed to become the person that you want to be. And that's because of your actions, because you're here. You could be asleep. You could make an excuse. I got to go to work. I got to go to school. I got to go do this. I got to get up early in the morning. I get it. And most people make those type of excuses, but you did not. You're still here. You see how amazing you are. You see how dedicated and committed you are. Hey, I love you. Much love. I'm done tonight. Thank you for joining the podcast. Remember, you can always listen to the podcast. Just go to google.com, type in Wesley $1 Billion Virgin Podcast. You'll be able to listen to over 400 episodes. We're the #1 podcast on the planet right now in the PD space, in the personal development space. And I'm telling you something, folks. In life, you don't get what you want out of life. You get what you picture. Picture the life that you want daily. I don't care if it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years. Picture on a daily basis the life that you want. Close your eyes and think about it. See exactly where you want to be. Create this new movie, a new chapter in your life. Because you deserve wealth. You deserve happiness. You deserve to be in love. You deserve to be fulfilled. You deserve to have the dominion and power of your life. You deserve to create it how you want it. So much love. This is Wesley, Billion Dollar Virgin, and let's go.